Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another review on the FUT birthday MESUT OZIL. We're going to go through the card, its details, stats, clips and summary. Before we get into all of that, if I could ask you guys to please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you know when I upload, and comment down below if you're going to be doing this card. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So guys, this is a team that I used MESUT OZIL in. I played him in that 4-2-3-1 in that cam spot, and also played him in the false 9 centre forward spot. And overall guys, my first impressions of this card, Arsenal nostalgia aside, I love this card. This card is such a good attack midfielder, and I love the way he plays and just his capability in that attack midfield role, his ability to run the game as well. Without further ado though, let's just get into the review. MESUT OZIL, 5'11", medium low work rates, left footed, 4-star moves and 5-star weak foot, 4 games played, 4 goals scored and 4 assists. Now guys, overall the only thing I would say that's a weakness here is his medium low work rates. I do feel like his work rates hold him back a little, especially if he's not involved in the initial build up of the attack. He does hold back a little bit and then is lazy to join the attack a little bit later. So I feel like guys, that's the only con I would mention of his work rates. Other than that, I feel like this card is really good, especially with that 5-star weak foot. Now 4 games played, 4 goals scored and 4 assists is not a bad return. I missed a lot of chances with poor connection issues and had 4 assists. I should have had more as well. So overall guys, I'm not too upset with that return either. In terms of chemistry style guys, I didn't put anything on him for the first 2 games. I just kept it as basic and that seemed to be okay, but then I added the engine to him and I really felt like that took his game up a level in terms of what I wanted him to be able to do and what he was able to do as well, which was really nice to have. In terms of the key attributes guys, the passing is really great on this card. We'll get more into that in sort of the clips commentary as well. The attack positioning is great, the vision is fantastic, the ball control, dribbling and all of that is really good as well. So overall guys, I feel like this card is really good. In terms of the cons though, I would say the stamina is a little bit low and he does get very tired towards the end of the game. We'll discuss that again more in the clips commentary. His speed could use a little boost and his agility could do with a little boost, but overall guys, I think those are okay. The stamina is the big one for me guys that really does feel like it needs a boost in some way. Of course you cannot do that, but it's the weakest part of this card for me. In terms of the traits guys, finesse shot trait, flair trait, playmaker and outside the foot shot trait. So 4 nice traits to have in your attack midfielder, centre forward, striker, wherever you choose to play this card. And now that we've covered all that, we're going to get into what the SBC requirements are for you guys to get your hands on him. So guys, getting into some of MESUT OZIL's SBC requirements. The SBC requires 2 to be done, 83 rated squad with an informed player and an 84 rated squad, no informs required there. 157k on the PlayStation, 157k on the Xbox and 174 on the PC. And guys, for me, really good value SBC, really cheap, not too much to craft considering how good this card is as well. And only a brief summary of these 2 SBC guys. Without further ado, we're going to get into some of the clips that I got with him. So guys, getting into some of MESUT OZIL's clips, and what you guys are going to see is his general ability to play that attacking midfield spot, his ability to play that centre forward spot as well as in that striker role as well. And guys, overall, we're just going to get straight into the first big pro of this card, which is for me the biggest pro of this card in general. It is his passing. His passing is phenomenal guys. I feel like his passing is just perfect in terms of weighting, in terms of how he plays the ball, where he plays it to the other players as well. And although these things might seem simple or they're non-factors in an attacking midfielder, when you've got a player who does just put the ball in the perfect place for you to score as well, it really does make a massive difference in terms of finishing off chances as well. And guys, for me, that was one of the #1 things that he was able to do. And now that he's able to do it with that 5-star weak foot as well, it just made things a whole lot easier, which leads me nicely into the 5-star weak foot. That is such a big thing about this card, because most people know MESUT OZIL, they play the left foot, they try to cover his left foot off, and they don't expect his right foot to be capable. And now, of course, people will become accustomed to this OZIL being able to do a lot more than just his left-footed stuff. But guys, what you can see again and again is that people sit off his right foot a little more, and that gives you so much freedom because he is able to do a lot with that right foot. What I would say guys is where there is a 50-50 pass, of course he does still favour his left foot, and that's just normal considering he is left-footed, so that's just something to bear in mind also. The con of this card guys, and you'll see it in some of the clips if you're paying attention to the stamina bar, is that his stamina is very low. And what that means is that towards the 70th minute onwards guys, he is incredibly tired in the games, especially if you do drive around a lot with your cam or pick up the ball or try to just put pressure on as well. He's not made for a high pressure game. He's made for, again, free roaming in that midfield, not doing too much unless it's in the attacking sense, and then creating your chances when you need him to as well. Brings me into the next point guys, which is his dribbling. I felt like his dribbling was pretty good, guys. I do feel like the agility and balance needed a bit of help. However, if you do give that the boost that it requires, I feel like this card is very capable dribbler as well. And he's a solid dribbler, and his control is already very good. So really, you're only boosting one big factor about his dribbling, which is his agility. I do feel like he does feel slightly slow, A, because of the pace factor, and B, because of his size, which means that his dribbling and general pace does feel a little bit slow. However, guys, as mentioned, with the engine chemistry style, I do feel like that goes away entirely. Now, guys, the last thing I want to come on to is his shooting, and I feel like his shooting isn't half bad. I do feel like it's not the best, guys. You will have instances where you feel like he should stick away chances that he doesn't. However, guys, what I would say is that if you give him an easy chance, 9 times out of 10, he's sticking them away. There is no doubt about that, and even if it's on his right foot, of course, now, because he's able to finish with that weak foot. Guys, you will notice in a couple of these clips that he doesn't stick away everything, but in general, I would say the shooting is good enough that you can rely on him to be able to stick away the chances when you need him to. Please do bear in mind that this is on very laggy gameplay, and the reaction times of my players are slightly delayed as well. As we just look through the final few clips, guys, again, you're just going to see more of the same. More great passing, dribbling as well, lovely waiting on the ball. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Although he doesn't get the goal off there, Podolski, the waiting on that pass is just phenomenal to be able to set up the chance and create an easy goal for his teammates. And as we get into the shooting, you guys can see now some of the easy chances that he was able to stick away. And I do get excited about this card because, of course, I am a big Arsenal fan. So I do love MESUT OZIL a lot, and I think that this card really did play very well, considering all factors. That's a great finish there. And in this final one, it does MESUT OZIL from start to finish. How's this for a ball to start with? Right out wide, sprays it between the line there, gets Neymar, and then busts a gut to get into the box. The medium work rate is not really affecting him too much there. Get a bit unlucky here that we lost the ball, but a bit lucky there again. Picks up the ball and smashes it in. So, guys, getting to this final MESUT OZIL summary: 157 on the PlayStation, 157 on the Xbox, and 174 on the PC. Now, of course, guys, the key stats for me, as you guys heard from the clips as well, passing is phenomenal. I think that's a real pro of this card, much better than what is suggested on the face of the card. His dribbling is pretty good as well, though the balance and agility do need a bit of a helping hand. And, of course, that attack positioning is really good as well. In terms of chemistry style, guys, you could just go with the basic. That's what that does to the card, and I think it's actually not a bad way to go with this card. However, I do feel like he did a lot better with the engine on him, so that's the one that I kind of went for. Let me know what you guys would go for with this card. In terms of similar players, guys, I think he's very similar in terms of playmaking ability to Draxler and Brandt. I think he's better than either of those cards as well. Certainly better than this Muller as well, and certainly some sort of similar technical level to Harvey Barnes as well. So this is a really great card considering what you can get out of it. In terms of linkability, guys, he's of course got I think a couple of perfect links in Fenerbahce to German teammates. He's of course got strong links to all the German icons and Lucas Podolski's birthday card, as well as other Fenerbahce players there too. The weak links is where this card gets interesting, guys, because of course you've got all those links to those German players, which is really nice to have as well. Finally, guys, getting into the price comparison, you guys can see that MESUT OZIL sits in amongst all these icons here at 157, below Gattuso, above Nakata, Barnes, and Kai Havertz is one to watch. And I feel like, guys, this SBC is a brilliant price for what you get out of this card and the other cards around it that you could be picking up. I think this SBC is fantastic value, which leads me into my final recommendation. This is going to be a short and sweet one, guys. Do this card. If you can link him in, do this card. This is one of the better value cards that we're going to get all year, I think. I think this card is phenomenal value for what you're getting, and if you can link him into your squad, definitely worth picking up. Hope you guys did enjoy this review. If you did, please do smash that like button. Until next time, I will see you all in a bit.